And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here we go now. Leopard!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give
football.
me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Green 39!
Off the play, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Shift together here from the D-line.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's McKinnon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. Then he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. Touchdown, Jaguars! Julius Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And he's able to put it through. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
Looking to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 12 yards to go on third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Back to Philly. Here we go now. Green, 3. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. He was looking there for the fullback, Bruce Miller. And that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Leopard! Leopard!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Gone! 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 All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. And having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Go! Back there, Philly! Here we go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And they get 14 yards there at a first down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's not always as trite as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Set! Green, 30.
He'll look to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go now. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and, boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Well, there was 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
No, check, Patriot!
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Lucky 56.
Here again is McKinnon. Oh, look at the juke. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll switch it up here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Darren Lee in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dontrell Inman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To the left side here for Eifert. Tyler Eifert. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. They'll look to throw. He's able to find Inman. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Green Beckham has it over the middle. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They go play action here on first down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Another extra point opportunity here. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Anderson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No. Check. Patriot. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got time. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And quickly, they get to the line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go. Blue, Detroit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Surveying the field. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19, and an unlikely first down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Green 39.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now they're in the hurry-up. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
All right, here we go.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And out of bounds there on the kick. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Complete on the right side to Greenbacker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Over! Detroit! Gone! No, check, Patriot! Here we go now! 3-19! Gone! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. McKinnon, only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now back to throw, and that is incomplete here. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hurry up, here we go. Great, Philly, here we go. Detroit, over.
On play action, they'll throw. Caught, Eifert over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 11 yards for number 11.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Blue, landed.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Hurry up, Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They come out here in the eye. Now McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Hurry up, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dorial Green-Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pick
the ball comes out. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3rd and 4.
Gone! Now let's go! Blue line, Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Eifert has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jaguars, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.